A retreat center in Cheney transformed into Iraq this afternoon after an Iraqi war veterans trained some of the newest members of the military. KXY4's Sally Showman was in Cheney for the training simulation.
It's one thing to see war on TV or in the Xbox, but today the idea was to make it real for these soldiers. Everything from the guns that they used to the enemies and the enemy's clothing was designed to be as authentic as possible by Iraq veterans.
The common saying is the more you sweat training, the less you bleed in combat.
For a few hours this afternoon, a retreat center in Cheney became a war zone.
It's one thing to read about it, it's another thing to watch even a movie, but to have somebody be able to say, yes, that's exactly how it is, that's very realistic.
All of these soldiers are new to the National Guard. None of them have been to Iraq yet, so this experience, this training is the first time they've ever been in any simulated exercise.
Among the new soldiers, Private Rob Loeb.
There are real rounds traveling downrange, and while they may not, do any damage, save for a couple welts, it really gives the adrenaline rush.
Iraq war veterans like Sergeant Joseph Gallick led the new soldiers through the exercise.
It gets pretty realistic.
Sergeant Gallick got back from Iraq in November. He says the airsoft rifles are the same as the guns used in the war. The only thing that's different is the ammunition. And the actors playing insurgents?
The dress, the way they act, the way they fight, it's pretty close to what's over there.
It's all too real for some veterans to relive.
We've had some pyrotechnics. We've actually had some of the vets actually react and fall on the ground thinking that they were right back in Iraq. So that's how realistic it gets out here.
But for those who have yet to go, their trainers are hoping the adrenaline rush, the high-stress simulation received right here in Cheney, keeps them alive in a combat zone.
That if they ever do have to deploy, that when they get out there, they know exactly what's going to happen.
So far, the National Guardsmen and women who are in this group training have not been deployed to Iraq, and they don't know if or when they will be. In Cheney, Sally Showman, KXY4 HD News.